Hello and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Sarina and to all fellow classmates. So we are from Group 3 and today we will present about dynamic model of food quality. So before we go into further details, I would like to share the definition of the dynamic model of food quality. So, dynamic model of food quality is actually a mathematical or computational framework that describes how food quality changes over time due to various factors such as processing, storage, transportation, and as well as consumption conditions. And it also helps to predict and optimize food quality by considering variables such as temperature, humidity, microbial growth, chemical reactions, and sensory attributes. So next.
Can you scroll down again? Thank you. So dynamic model of food quality consists of food product as homogeneous. Homogeneous meaning that it focuses on the consumer as an eater. So homogeneous can be divided into two categories, which is product requirements in the context of the what, and then psychological requirements. Product requirements consist of essential attributes to meet consumers' needs and expectations. There are four requirements in this context. Firstly, safety requirements, where food must be safe to consume and free from harmful contaminants, pathogens, and toxins. And then conformity to commodity standards, meaning that food should meet the standards and regulations established for quality and composition. And then next, there also nutritional requirements where food products should provide necessary nutrients to support health and well-being. And lastly, there is also sensory requirements, meaning that food must be enjoyable to eat by appealing to the senses, such as taste, smell, texture, and appearance.
Okay, for the second requirements that need to be fulfilled is psychological requirements. These requirements are important because the consumer wants to know where and how the food is made. First requirement is concerning the production context. The consumer wants to know the origin of the product, whether the product is local or regional or imported. Next, consumer also wants to know if the product is made in trusted, clean and safe source. The consumer also prefer if the product are made by local product or organic or certified. For example, consumer usually prefer product that have label made in Asia or fair trade. Next, for ethical requirements, the product usually concerned with how the food is made. For example, consumer usually question if the product is made in a sustainable way, or the animals are treated humanly, or the workers are treated fairly. The consumer usually question if the product also made in a environmentally friendly environment, such as low carbon footprint and reduced pollution. That's all.
Okay, so for the food product as Homo economicus, which is the product as object trade. So the first one is guarantee requirement, the WHO. It has two categories, which is certification and traceability. So the first one is certification, a process that verifies whether a product meets established standards set by regulatory bodies or industry organization. This ensures the product is safe, high quality and compliant with legal or ethical requirements. Examples include halal certification, organic certification, and ISO standards. So the next one is traceability, the ability to track a product's journey from its origin to the final consumer. This ensures transparency, safety, and quality control in the supply chain. It is in industries like food, pharmaceutical, and fashion, where tracking helps prevent contamination and unethical sourcing.
Okay, so in dynamic model of food quality, the product and packaging system must also meet several requirements to ensure food quality, safety, and stability over time. So these requirements can be categorized into product-related and also packaging-related aspects. So, for product requirements, the food product itself must be designed to maintain its quality, safety, and as well as sensory properties throughout its life cycle. So, these are the key factors that include, which are ingredient stability, nutritional retention, microbial safety, sensory consistency, as well as process compatibility. Next is packaging system requirements. So for the packaging, it also must protect the food product and also contribute to maintaining quality dynamically. These are the important considerations for the packaging requirements, which are barrier properties, active and intelligent packaging, mechanical protection, compatibility with storage and distribution, sustainability, and lastly, regulatory compliance.
Next, the requirement of product and market system focus on economic and market driving aspect of food quality. Two key requirement in this system is availability and price. Availability is this refer to ensure the food product is consistently present in the market. It involves efficient supply chain management, distribution challenge, and inventory control to make sure the product accessible to consumer when and where they're needed. Next is price. This represent the economic value of the product in the market. The price is influenced by production costs, distribution expenses, and market competition. After consumer purchasing behavior and brand perception, availability is a crucial factor in maintaining consumer trust and market demand. Both factors are essential for maintaining the trade value of a food product, ensuring that it is remain competitive and meet market expectation while still being accessible to consumer.
Okay, next is total food quality model. So, before purchasing food, consumer form quality expectation based on three factors, which is the first factor is cost cues, second is extrinsic quality cues, and third is intrinsic quality cues. So, cost cues refer to price-related factors such as affordability, discounts, or premium pricing. Perceived cost cues describe how consumers interpret these cost-related factors, such as viewing a discount as a sign of lower quality or a premium price as an indicator of exclusivity. And then perceived costs represent the final perception of whether a food product is expensive or reasonably priced, which is influencing the purchasing decision. For example, if a consumer sees organic food priced higher than non-organic food, they might perceive it as expensive. Second factor is extrinsic quality cues, which includes the external product characteristics such as branding, packaging, labels, and advertisement. Perceived extrinsic quality cues refer to how consumers interpret these external signals to form an opinion on product quality. For example, a product with an eco-friendly label may be perceived as high quality, even if the taste is unknown.
Okay, I continue with intrinsic quality cues. Intrinsic quality cues are the physical characteristic of the food product that directly influence consumer expectation.
So this include product-specific characteristics such as taste, texture, freshness, nutritional value, and ingredients. Taste and texture are included in sensory attributes, so consumer will evaluate the food based on the flavor, smell, texture, and color. So for the nutritional value, consumer will check the ingredients for vitamins, mineral, protein, or sugar content. For example, whole grain bread is expected to have high fiber and essential nutrients. Next is expected quality in the total food quality model. Expected quality is what consumer anticipate about a food product before purchase based on intrinsic and extrinsic. So consumer form expectation based on sensory, health, convenience, and sustainability, and it influence whether they want to buy it or not. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Farah. So now we move on to the after purchase, which is the quality experience. So the after purchase is basically how people judge the food. So once people purchase the food, they experience it in two ways, which are household production and also consumption situation. So for household production is the preparation and also the cooking process of the food product, whereas consumption situation is the actual eating experience. So both of these will contribute to the experience quality in terms of sensory, such as taste, texture, smell, and also color. And next is health and safety in terms of freshness of the food and its nutritional benefit that it gives to consumers. The convenience, such as cooking time, effort, and also portability. And lastly is personal values, such as sustainability and also cultural and religious preference. So at this stage, people will compare and contrast the expected quality with the experience quality. So for example, if the food is as good or better than expected, they will likely buy the product again. But if it's vice versa, they might not buy it again. So that's all for the after purchase. Next is for future purchases. So for future purchases is basically learning from experience. So over time, people adjust their quality perception based on repeated experiences. So if a product always meet expectation, they will develop trust in the product and also the brand. But if they have bad experience with the product, for example, the food tastes worse than before, they may seek other alternatives and stop buying the previous product. And lastly is perception change, which their consumers' perception can change due to marketing, new product, and also can be from recommendations from others. So those are all for the total food quality model that includes before, after, and also future purchases. Thank you.
Okay, I continue with questions. Here I have 4 questions. First one is why is traceability important in ensuring food quality and safety? So the answer is traceability allows tracking of a product's origin and journey through the supply chain. This ensures transparency, quality control, and safety, helping to verify that food meets specific standards such as halal, organic, or ISO certification. So it also helps in quickly identify and addressing any contamination or safety issue.
For second question, how do ethical requirements impact the food production process? So the answer is ethical requirements influence food production by promoting environmentally friendly methods, ethical farming, animal welfare, fair treatment of workers, and sustainable practices. This factor ensures that food production aligns with ethical and social responsibility, meeting consumer expectations for sustainability and fairness.
Next question is, how do marketing strategy help reshape consumer quality perception after a bad experience? Based on the infographic, they highlight that consumers adjust their quality perception based on repeated experience. If they have a bad experience, marketing, new packaging, new product and promotion can help their change perception by introducing the packaging with improved branding, packaging and advertising that impress better quality. Emphasize.
So the last question is, what is the relationship between expected quality and experienced quality in food consumption? So the answer for this question is consumer from expected quality based on sensory attributes, health, convenience, and sustainability before purchasing. However, experience quality is determined during actual household preparation and consumption based on taste, texture, smell, and convenience. If the experience quality meets or exceeds expectations, it builds trust and influences future purchases, while disappointments may lead to negative perceptions. So that's all from us. Thank you.